Hello there. So I've seen Toy Story 5 today, and this will be my review, and there'll be no spoilers here, so no worries if you, obviously the film is literally just out. I think there were some showings in the UK last night from about 5 o'clock, but I got to see it today. So this will be my review. No spoilers, so obviously people might not have had the chance to watch it yet. So, right out of the gate, no fannying about or anything like that. I really shouldn't say like fannying about or anything like that when I'm doing the review of a kids' film. Really should stop swearing when doing reviews of kids' films, but whatever. Yeah, really good. I had a great time with this film. I loved it. It's definitely an improvement on the fourth film. Now, I like the fourth film. There's a lot of mixed opinions about that one. But I think the worst thing I could say about the fourth film is, like, it's not as good as the third one. And I think that's quite clear as well. And so that's probably the worst thing I can say about the fourth film. I still think the fourth film is very enjoyable, very entertaining. I did a rewatch of it the other day as well, a few days ago. I've done a rewatch of all the Toy Stories as well in the build up to going to see this. Yes, even Lightyear. And yes, this is better than Lightyear as well, funnily enough, which I actually do quite like, but whatever. Yeah, this was a like the worst thing I could say about the fourth film is it is inferior to its predecessor. The third film to me is not just an all-time great animated film; it's an all-time great film. It might even be the greatest animated film of all time for me, quite possibly. So it's a big bold statement there, but and another thing is like this. I think this was to me the Toy Story 4 was the first Toy Story film to actually be inferior to the one that came before it, because I think the second film is better than the first one, and the third film's even better than the second one, and that was the first come down with that. But this time we're actually comfortably up on this one. I do think this film's a lot better. I think it's brilliantly made, incredibly well paced, and everything like that. What it does as well, it moves with the times. Incredible. This is why Toy Story it's timeless and it moves with the times, because the whole thing about technology versus toys, in that sense, that is a brilliant concept. And they do it extremely well. But here's the thing, they don't do it in a preachy kind of way, because you can see both sides of it as well. You even see that in the trailer when Woody says, like, I don't know, toys are for play, but tech is for everything. So they're highlighting the drawbacks of it and the positivities of it as well. So it's balanced in that sense. So I think they've done a really good job with that. And here, and I think the film it's really got. Of course, there's emotional heart, gut punches in here at times as well. Just like Toy Story does it at its best, there are a couple of moments here, especially involving Jessie here, which works incredibly well. Jessie, of course, is the main focus of this film, and some people might complain or whatever about that. But the one thing I would say is Woody and Buzz still get plenty of time to shine. So it's not like they've been completely sidelined, and they do the stuff as well with them. They've got new reasons for have a sort of almost friendly rivalry, almost a frenemies in that sense. But that I think that worked incredibly well. It's not that Woody and Buzz get completely pushed out the picture or anything like that, even though it is Jesse's film, and people can complain about that. But the one thing I would notice about when rewatching the fourth film again the other day is that Jesse's actually not in it that much, or really doesn't have that much to do in it. So so given if anything, Woody and Buzz get a lot more time in this than Jesse did in the fourth film. So in that sense, it's not really a complete. If people are going to turn around and complain, oh, it's woke and all this, Woody and Buzz have been pushed aside, and no, they haven't, because they get plenty of time to shine. Don't worry about that. Um, yeah, overall, I had a really great time with this one as well. I do still think the third film is the best one, and again, that's not a indictment against this one at all. I do think, because the third film is such a high bar. I mean, it's like I said, it could very well be the best animated film of all time, but for me anyway. But this was excellent. I had a great time with it. Really happy with the film. I think it's really it's beautifully made, and that's the thing. The animation looks glorious. I spoke about the other day the Shrek 5 trailer thoughts, and I just thought the animation looks terrible in that. I really don't like what they've done with it, and that's just subjective. I suppose other people could say, "Oh, well, it's moved with the times" or whatever. I'm just like, nah, I just don't like the design of the characters at all and things. But the animation is glorious here. And the fact as well, when they show animal characters, they look wonderful. They absolutely look wonderful in this. That's really brilliant, like horses and pigs and things like that. They actually do look great here. Squirrels as well. So I think the animation is glorious here. Um, and the other thing is that you've got the emotional hooks as well. So the stuff to do with Bonnie as well, you really do feel sorry for her as well. It's very well written, very well made, and things. And it's also quite it'll be relatable to so many people in that sense. So, I thought that was great. Um, new characters as well. Mr. Smarty Pants, voiced by Conan O'Brien. It works very well. Relies a bit too much on toilet humour, which is a bit of a come down from Toy Story in that sense. A bit of lack of a sophistication in that sense, but does a great job. He's a very entertaining character. Yeah, so I just had myself a really great time with this one. Also, as well, we get Taylor Swift's song as well on IMAX. Sorry, over the end credits as well. So get to hear I knew you with IMAX sound. Glorious. 10 out of 10. No notes with that. It's a taste story, baby. And yeah, so just say yes. All right. Yeah, well, you might say no, but whatever. Whatever. I'm just going to say it. I was speaking of the end credits as well. There is a mid-credit scene as well, and there's a little bit at the end of the credits as well. So I did stick around for them as well, even just after once Tay Story in that sense had finished with the song playing. But yeah, overall, really pleased with Toy Story 5. I think as well, people will say, "Oh, cash grab this and cash grab that," but let's be honest, they always do another Toy Story when they have a great idea, and they had a great idea with this one, and they absolutely did it to perfection. I thought the film was excellent. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and goodbye.